Hello everyone. Is everyone okay? I really hope so. Because tonight we've got an amazing story called Franklin's Flying Bookshop by Jen Campbell and illustrated by Katie Harnett. And the illustrations are amazing in here, by the way. Hope everyone's okay, because here we go. Are you all settled? Are you settled in bed or are you settled on the couch? Either way, get nice and settled and relax, because it's bedtime, okay? Okay, Franklin's Flying Bookshop. Franklin loves stories. Stories keep him warm at night. His front door is a bookcase that keeps out the wind. There are lots of books inside the cave that Franklin lives in. He likes to read them out loud for everyone to hear. Every day, Franklin reads about King Arthur and roller skating, about electricity and baking. He reads about spiders and ballet. When the sun goes down, Franklin reads by the light of 1,000 fireflies, because fireflies like to hear stories too. But if it's a warm night, he spreads his wings and flies into the sky to read by the light of the moon. Reading on his cloud. There is a village near Franklin's cave. Sometimes Franklin goes there, but it is always quiet and it is always empty, and he can never find anyone to read stories to. So Franklin goes home and reads about gymnastics and helps the bats in his cave set up a trapeze. Then he yawns very loudly and stretches his tail and climbs into bed with a cup of chamomile tea. He sleeps tucked up under hundreds of comics and dreams about Vikings sailing over the sea. One day by the stream, Franklin sees a man. "What are you?" cries the man, quaking in his boots. "I'm Franklin," says Franklin, and he holds out his hand. "I'm a dragon who loves books, and I live in a cave." But the man drops his fishing rod and runs far away. So Franklin goes home and reads about music and helps some mice in his cave start up a band. Next day by the farm, Franklin sees a lady. "What are you?" cries the lady, shivering on the spot. "I'm Franklin," says Franklin, and he holds out his hand. "I'm a dragon and a band manager, and I like ballet." But the lady screams loudly and runs far away. So Franklin trails home and reads about space and helps the fireflies make patterns like the stars in the sky. Next day in the woods, Franklin sees a young girl. She has bright red hair, the same colour as the leaves, and she's reading a book sitting under a tree. "Who are you?" asks the girl, jumping up to her feet. I'm Franklin," says Franklin, and he holds out his hand. "I'm a dragon who likes stargazing and playing croquet." "I love dragons," cries the girl, and she shakes Franklin's hand. "You're in this book that I'm reading about a faraway land." Luna tells Franklin she's read about remote secret islands, about treasure hunts and pirates, about fruit bats and acrobats, and how to be a spy. Franklin tells Luna he's read about sword fighters and fire eaters, about circuses and anteaters, about flower arranging and carol singing and making apple pie. Luna and Franklin feel like they are made out of stories. Stories with exciting beginnings, thrilling middles, and very happy ends. Stories about new people and strange places, and about making friends. They want to share their favourite books with as many people as they can, so they sit down together and come up with a plan. They got all the books out and they're making a plan. They hoist bookshelves up high with the help of the mice and tie ropes round and round to make sure they fit tight. They move a sofa, some cake tins, tie comics on with string to make a small, lopsided bookshop between Franklin's wings. Everybody climbs on board. Luna holds her breath. The mice hold each other. The fireflies gasp and the bats cross their toes. Franklin bends down low and runs as fast as he can. He sprints down the hill and spreads out his wings and takes off into the sunset with the help of the wind. Franklin lands his flying bookshop in the middle of the village. "It's that dragon," cries the fisherman. "What a monster," another cries. "His name is Franklin," shouts Luna, a fierce look in her eyes. "We built this bookshop together from the books in his cave. Franklin's kind and he's clever and he's my friend." There is a small silence. Franklin shuffles his feet in the quiet street. "It's nice to meet you," he says as he waves at the crowd, who have stopped in their tracks and are listening now. "We have lots of stories that we'd love to share. Please come say hello and pull up a chair." The fireflies light up the shelves, the bats cartwheel along the bookcases, and the mice clear their throats and start singing songs. It isn't long before the villagers start taking a look, climbing up onto Franklin to peer at the books. Franklin takes a deep breath as Luna passes out cake. He tells them stories about scientists and Antarctica and snakes. He whispers tales about dragons and how to make creme brulee, and everyone is listening to what he has to say. "Let's fly," Luna smiles as the fireflies dance and the acrobatic bats show off their kung fu. So they all hold on tight as Franklin takes flight, reading books by the light of the moon. Look, all the people are on the back of Franklin now. What an amazing book. That's really imaginative. I think Franklin must have been learning lots and lots of different books, reading lots of books, learning, very educational. Good on Franklin. I think he's a great dragon. Okay. It's time to close your eyes. Breathe in the energy. Breathe out today's stresses. Breathe in positivity. And breathe out negativity. Now think about what you may have done today. What books you may have read. What homework you may have done. Think about the homeschooling you may have done with your parents and be truly thankful for them, for being patient with you, or maybe not being patient. Think about the books you've read and the people that have written them and the people that have done the pictures in them, and be thankful for that there are people out there entertaining. Think about everything, the food you've eaten, anything. It doesn't matter what it is, just be thankful for it. And be thankful that we're having a little bit more freedom coming our way. And maybe allowed out a lot more to exercise. And make sure you give your mummy and daddy a big kiss on the cheeks. And they'll be really thankful for that too. Okay, open your eyes. Oh, I could fall asleep doing that. I really could. I'm very tired today. I really didn't have a very good sleep last night. But I'm happy to be reading stories to everybody. Okay, so maybe something that you can do if you get time without your homeschooling is think about all the books that you've read and maybe write them down on a list, and what your favourite books are. Because books are really, truly amazing. I don't think I've read so many books in my old past since having the last 4 weeks of reading these stories, and it's educated me. It's helped me read. I hope that I've been reading better and better as I go along. So maybe make a list of everything that you've, all the books that you have, and maybe a little wish list of books that you may want for your birthday or Christmas or whenever. I think books should be bought at any time, not necessarily for birthdays, because books are always great to read. And Toby, make sure you get some sleep, okay, tonight. No waking up. I want to wish everybody a beautiful night, a beautiful sleep, and everybody have sweet dreams. Good night.